Hey kiddos, today we are going to be looking at comparing numbers, which is one of the weakest areas statewide for the SOL. So I'm going to be preparing you here, all right? So this wants us to identify each number that is between 1.7 times 10 to the 0 power and 195%. And so what we're going to have to do is first figure out what 1.7 times 10 to the 0 is. And the way that you do that is you click 1.7 multiply 10, then you click your exponent. This button means how many exponents, and click 0 and then equals. And you're going to get 1.7 because any number multiplied to the 0 power is 1. Okay? And then your parentheses. You can put 195 divided by 100, or you can move your decimal 2 spots over and get 1.95. And again, we're going to treat this like it's money. This would be like $1.70. I can put a 0 there, that's fine. And this is $1.95. So now let's continue to work this out. We're going to be doing 1.8 times 10 to the first, okay? And so remember, we're going to go to our calculator, and we're going to click 1.8 multiply 10, our exponent button, to the first, and then you get 18, okay? Or you can move your decimal over 1 and get 18, because you move it to one spot. 18, that's like $18. That's not between $1.70 and $1.95. I'm going to cross that out. 1 divided by 7/8. A lot of people say, I don't know what to do with this. Well, 7 divided by 8 is what we're going to look at first. So put 7 divided, and you get 0.875, okay? And then you just add the 1, okay? You just put the 1 in front. So that's $1.87, 87.5 cents. That does fall between these two numbers, okay? 18.5 is like 1850. That doesn't work. And then last but not least, you do 7 divided by 4. And when you do 7 divided by 4, you get 1.75. And 175 is between 170 and 1.70 and 190. So those are the two answer choices that you should have selected. The second question is rather simple. It just wants you to write this in standard notation. So what does that equal? Well, you would do 3.2 times 10, your exponent button, 5, and then your negative button, okay? Or another way you can do that, 3.02, you move the decimal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And anytime I have a loop, I'm going to add a 0. That's if you want to work it out by hand, okay? So you get point, because that's where the new decimal is, 0, 0, 0, 0, 302, okay? This particular problem wants us to order these, and this is really important, greatest to least, okay? So let's go ahead and work those out to begin with. 52% be 52 divided by 100, or I move my percent two times, and I get 0.52, okay? 0.45 is already in decimal form, so 0.45. Keep in mind that I'm lining my decimals up, okay? 3.1 times 10 to the first is 31. Remember, there would be a decimal at the end of that, and you could add zeros if you wanted. And then 10 divided by 11 would equal 0.91. Okay, so now we're going to look at our places and determine which number is the biggest, okay? Well, 31 is like $31. That triumphs all those zeros. So 3 times 10 to the first will have to be the biggest. So we can eliminate A because it's not first. And we can eliminate C. Next, we're going to look at that decimal column. 5 is bigger than 4, but 9 is bigger than 4 and 5. So 10 elevenths, which is what we did to get 0.91 is our next one, and so the correct answer is D. Okay, once again, this is another way that they can ask you to compare numbers, and you have 8.0 times 10 to the negative 3, which when you do that in your calculator, remember 8.0 times 10 to the negative 3, going to move it 1, 2, 3. So you're going to get 0, 0, 8, okay? 0.008, and you're saying that that's bigger than 6%. A lot of people will make 6% like this. That's 60%. You have to remember that you want to use your calculator and do 6 divided by 100, or move it 2 spots over. Don't forget that 0 when you move it. So let's line that up. 0, 0, 8, okay, versus 0, 6. This is saying, because it's like an alligator eating the 008, that's saying that this is the bigger number. Well, 0, 0, no. 6 is bigger than 0, so this is the bigger number. So we can eliminate that. With B, we have 0.06 and 0.09. And it's saying that the 09 is the bigger number. And when we line our decimals up, zeros, they're the same, but 9 is bigger than 6. So B is correct. And our last problem is, which of these is true? So now we have to work those out again. 87%, move that decimal over twice, and you get 0.87. 8.7 times 10 to the negative 2. You're going to put that in your calculator or move the decimal. And so then you get 0, got to put that 0 there, 0.087. And that's not true, so you can cross that out. Okay, 2.1 times 10 to the third. 2.1, move it 3 spots. There's one more and there's one more. So you would have 2100. And then, is that less than 2 times 10 to the second, which would be 200? That's also not true. This is bigger than 200. You know, remember the inequality sign is eating the bigger object. Okay? And then we're going to do 0.14, and then 7 divided by 11 is 0.64. And those two numbers are not equal, so I can cross that out. And then 8 times 10 to the first, negative first, remember you're going to move your decimal over. You're going to get 0.8 is less than 8 divided by 9. And 8 divided by 9 is 0.88. And again, 0.88 is a bigger number, because if you lined your decimals up, the 8s would cancel out. That's an 8. I don't know what happened. And the 8's bigger than the nothing there. So your correct answer is D. Well, thank you for watching. I think that's all for today.